Today we're going to do a short video covering a soulful, bluesy, R&B-ish type lick you might expect to hear from a John Mayer or somebody like that. Even got some Hendrix elements in it. All right, here it comes. All right, gang, let's go over this now note for note. First things first, you can download the tab from the link in the description below. It's going to make your life a little bit easier. Second thing is the sound. Doesn't matter what guitar you use, just make sure it's clean, okay? No gain or distortion, or very little gain, distortion. You want it to be very clean. Maybe put a little reverb on it. I think I have a little on mine. That's fine, but definitely want this a clean sound. All right. Third thing is the chord progression. Now this is a pretty straightforward chord progression, and I'm showing the nut of the guitar. You can see there. It's a B flat to C to D minor. Okay, so very similar to Dire Straits' Sultans of Swing. And that's it. Because of that progression, D minor will be a good scale to use when we do this. So this lick happens to be in D minor. Now you can use the pentatonic, although we are using some of the notes from the minor scale. All right, let me play the lick first slowly so you can see it. I'm up here in the 10th position. Okay, let's see here now. All right, let's go over this beginning part. All right, now to me, I must have been trying to think about slow dancing in a burning room or something like that, because that sounds a little bit like it to me. Having said that, let's start out with that first lick. So that's kind of like, it's almost a double stop, but we're arpeggiating it a little bit, all right? So it's really just two strings. And we're starting on the 4th, sliding up to the from the 10th to the 12th, and then playing the 10th on the 3rd. Giving it a little vibrato. That's the first one. Now the second one is this. And that is on the 3rd now. This is all on the 3rd and 2nd. On the 3rd, sliding up from the 7th to the 9th, and then playing the 10th on the 2nd string. And then either picking, or you can pull off, but it's got to be somewhat subtle, you'll play the 8th on the 2nd. Okay, and then finally playing this. And that's playing the 9th, sliding up to the 10th on the 3rd string, and then playing the 10th on the 2nd string. All right, let's look at the whole thing now. Now you're obviously giving a little bit of vibrato. That's just, again, trying to milk each of these notes, get a little more feeling out of it, yeah? All right. Now I don't know if you could see this easily, but I use pick and fingers on this. I use pick on the lower string, and I use my middle finger on whatever is the upper string of this little double stop. And I just feel that when I do that, I can get a little more articulation. It works fine with a pick. It works fine with that. I just feel I can get a little more articulation when I use my fingers. Okay, the next part is the single note line. All right, that's just a walk down the D minor scale, starting on the 2nd string, 13th fret, but it does it with a little bit of style, I guess I'd say. So we're starting out in the 13th, and then we're playing this. So that's a pull-off from the 13th to the 11th, and the 11th to the 10th. Okay, then walking down, and now back up. And now I play this as a hammer-on. You can also play it as a slide, which is nice. And I like that interval at the end. While you're still playing the 13th, you play the 10th on the third string. So 13th on the second, 10th on the third. All right, one more time. Let's go through that whole thing. And notice how different it is than if you just play it straight. Which sounds fine, but it just doesn't have that soul, does it? All right, you can also do a slide on the 11th to the 13th. That sounds good. Okay, the last part is this. Okay, so that one is, you're basically just keeping on the second and third strings, I'm sorry, on the third and second strings, third string 10th, second string 13th. You're playing that now as a double stop, and then you're moving as it's ringing. You pull down the lower string, you lower it to the 9th, like so. I love that bottom voice moving. It sounds great. And then that last part is, you know, basically same double stop that we hit before, but this time I'm barring across the 10th and hammering to the 12th on the 4th string. Okay, here's the whole thing. I'm going to play it sort of half speed with a backing track now. Here we go. All right. Well, I hope you like that one, gang. Short and sweet. We'll see you on down the road.